guys, it's Brooke and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you for being here. Today I'm going to be doing one of my all-time favorite videos, and that is kind of giving you a tour through my vinyl record collection. Now, as I said, I love music, and this is a great way to kind of show you what I'm into, and just I feel like someone's record collection says a lot about them. I love watching these videos. I've always loved watching these videos. And yeah, so I have some other ones that I didn't include in the video because I feel like this is my personal collection. Like, I have some that I inherited from family members, or some that I just kind of got from certain places that I don't like. This is like my true collection right here. So starting with numbers, I have 5 Seconds of Summer's second album, Sounds Good Feels Good. For a few of these I have more than one pressing, like the next one, and if there was more than one pressing, I am including both obviously because they're different colored vinyl, and if it's colored vinyl I'm going to pull it out so you can see it. First I have the clear version of Youngblood by 5 Seconds of Summer. I have the Urban Outfitters exclusive orange version, which is one of my favorites that I have in my collection altogether. I have AC/DC Highway to Hell 5 by Adele. Going into the emo material, I have Nothing Personal by All Time Low on this beautiful pressing. I have Don't Panic, It's Longer Now, also by All Time Low. I also have Future Hearts by All Time Low. Inherited from my mother, I have the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas with the Chipmunks album, and this one's really special to me because this is her vinyl of it that she had as a kid. As you can see, it's a little bit worn out, but I remember when I was probably 4 or 5 years old, we got on the computer and she ordered me the CD of this to listen to because she always listened to this record when she was a kid. She wanted me to have the CD, and I did, and I played it as a kid. So now to have this and have my own record player to play it on is really special. I Am by the Arctic Monkeys. These next two are very special to me, and you will see why, because one of my favorite groups of all time is the Beatles, of course, and this one, as well as the next one I'm going to show, are the original pressings that my grandmother bought when the Beatles first debuted in the United States. This is Introducing the Beatles, which is called Please Please Me Now, but it's the same album. Then I have Meet the Beatles, which also was hers. Live at the Hollywood Bowl by the Beatles, Rubber Soul, Revolver, Sgt. Pepper, The White Album, and Abbey Road. I still need them all. I have Family Tree by Blackstone Cherry, which my friend Mariken got me, and it is a signed copy, so that is awesome. Me and Mariken used to do this thing where we would swap records, and it was kind of a play on the VNYL or vinyl service that used to send you the surprise records. And we used to do that when I made videos on my old channel. I'll link her channel, she's awesome. I always link her channel because she made my beautiful intro and outro and headers and all of those things. I have Enema of the State by Blink-182 on this really cool clear with red and blue splatter vinyl. I have The Best of Blondie, which is another one of my mom's from the good old days. And I have Brand New. The Cage the Elephant self-titled album. Camila by Camila Cabello. Catfish and the Bottlemen, The Ride. Courtney Barnett, Tell Me How You Really Feel. Winter Romance by Dean Martin, and this is the album that has the original Baby It's Cold Outside and all that, or one of the originals, and White Christmas, and a whole bunch of those classic Christmas songs. I got this on sale for like less than $5 at Books A Million one year. Quality. LA Woman by The Doors, as well as The Doors' Greatest Hits. Desperado by the Eagles. Obviously I have Hotel California, one of my favorites of all time. Ed Sheeran Multiply, and I'm really obsessed with this copy of it. This is another one of my grandmother's originals because she is a full-on Elvis stan. I mentioned that she had the Beatles albums, but she actually does not like the Beatles very much because she is a huge Elvis fan. And this is her Elvis's Christmas album. And Mariken also got me Elvis's Christmas album, but this actually has different songs on it, and it has this whole picture book. I have this box set that was also my grandmother's, and it's Elvis Worldwide 50 Gold Award Hits Volume 1, and it just has a lot of his really popular songs on it. It's one I got from my grandfather's collection, which is the best of Emmylou Harris, Slow Hand by Eric Clapton, Fleetwood Mac's self-titled, my copy of Rumors, which is my favorite album of all time, and I've probably listened to this very vinyl at least 300 times. My brother and his wife got it for me when I was, I think, like 15. I've been obsessed with it ever since. I still probably play this more than any other record. And then I also have Fleetwood Mac Barrage, Hearts in the Machine Lungs, Foreigner Double Vision, Fall Out Boy Infinity on High, which is on this gorgeous blue and white splattered pressing. This is my favorite album by them. 10-inch copy of Save Rock and Roll, as well as American Beauty, American Psycho, which is also on this gorgeous pressing. I'm obsessed with this one. Insomniac by Green Day, relatable title. Room 93 by Halsey, this is another favorite. Badlands by Halsey. This gorgeous copy of Hopeless Fountain Kingdom. I love this pressing so much. And then I also have the Totally Sick indie record store pressing of it as well. I don't have Manic yet, but I need it, and there were some awesome pressings of that one too. I have Harry Styles' self-titled album. I also technically own Fine Line, but I don't have it yet because I pre-ordered it, or I had my father pre-order it for me. It was a Christmas gift, and the pre-order was like in October or November, and it didn't come in time for Christmas, even though the album came out on December 13th, and then it didn't come until sometime in late March, and I haven't gotten to see him because of the whole pandemic thing. And so yeah, I technically own it, but I've never actually seen it. I have Heart, Dreamboat Annie, Pretty on the Inside by Hole, and I love this record so much. I think this might be the only like hot pink vinyl that I have. I just showed the Halsey one that's baby pink, but like I don't have anything else that's like pink vinyl, and I love it. I have Hozier's debut self-titled album. I might be pronouncing his name wrong. Janis Joplin's Greatest Hits album by Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, which this is actually like the first LP that I ever bought in a record store, or I say record store, it was like an FYE, but the first one that I ever picked out in person. And this cover art was just so intriguing to me. And yeah, this album literally is called Album. That's the name of the album. I have Joe Walsh, but seriously folks, I love Joe Walsh so much. I have Joni Mitchell Blue, which is also a gift from Marican. Joni Mitchell is one of her favorite artists. And she also gifted me Ladies of the Canyon. Also gifted to me by Marican, I have Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves on this beautiful clear vinyl. This is one of my favorite albums, and I'm so thankful that I have it. I screamed when I opened it. I also have a picture disc of Golden Hour that I got in Nashville, so that makes it extra special. I have The Kinks, You Really Got Me. I love that song, and there are some other great songs on this album. This is another one that I got from my grandparents. Then I have this in the alphabetical order as under Lady Gaga, so I'm sorry if that upsets you, but this is the A Star Is Born soundtrack. I'm obsessed with this movie and this soundtrack. My brother, who's a huge Lady Gaga fan, got this for me. I have Lana Del Rey, Born to Die, which I am proud to say is the very first vinyl I ever owned, because I feel like Lana kind of pioneered the vinyl resurgence. Paradise, Ultraviolence, Led Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, and 4. Louis Capaldi, Divinely Uninspired to a Hellish Extent. This is a phenomenal album. This got me through my last breakup. Linda Ronstadt, Simple Dreams, another one that was my grandfather's. This has Blue Bayou on it. Lord, Melodrama. Maroon 5, Songs About Jane, which I grew up listening to, and this is just one of the absolute best albums, and I'm so glad I have this on vinyl. One I inherited from my mother, as she is a Monkees fangirl, and this is Now, The Best of the Monkees. I have a really good story about Mickey Dolenz from the Monkees one time. Not gonna tell it now, but it's a good one. Boots by Nancy Sinatra, Life's Not Out to Get You by Neck Deep, which pretty much saved me my freshman year of high school. Nirvana Bleach, Nirvana MTV Unplugged, Panic at the Disco, I can never say this album title correctly, Riot by Paramore, Brand New Eyes by Paramore, Self-Titled, and After Laughter, which pretty much got me through my 10th/11th grade year of school. The Veil, A Flare for the Dramatic. We have pretty much hit the emo section, and I don't know if there's any turning back. And Misadventures. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication. On Mendez, is this a self-titled album? I think it's a self-titled album. I got this in London, and it's a 12-inch single of Tainted Love by Soft Cell. Stevie Nicks Belladonna, Stevie Nicks Rock a Little, which I borrowed from my stepdad like 4 years ago. 24 Karat Gold by Stevie Nicks. I love this gatefold besides the fact that Lindsay is not in it. Speak Now by Taylor Swift, Red, 1989, and Lover on this gorgeous 2 LP set. I need all of Taylor's albums, but financially that is not happening anytime soon. Petty and the Heartbreakers, You're Gonna Get It. Troye Sivan, Bloom. This is a fantastic and underrated album, let me tell you. The White Stripes, still don't know how to pronounce this, but it means the style. And the last full-size LP, The White Stripes Elephant, which is the one with Seven Nation Army on it, and I feel like this is kind of an appropriate one to finish on. However, I do still have my very small collection of singles that I will show you. These are in absolutely no order. My picture disc of One Direction, Midnight Memories. Blue Bayou by Linda Ronstadt, Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall Part 2, Pink Floyd, Money, Please Please Me by the Beatles, which was also my grandmother's, She Loves You by the Beatles, Happy Just to Dance With You by the Beatles, which is one of my absolute favorites, Poison, Every Rose Has Its Thorn, which is another one from Marican, Sweet Home Alabama, Witchy Woman by the Eagles, Make Love and Fun by Fleetwood Mac, of course I love this one, Little Sister by Elvis, and I used to really like this song as a kid, but now that I listen to it as an adult, it's kind of creepy. New York, New York by Frank Sinatra, Foreigner Double Vision, Rooms on Fire by Stevie Nicks, which my cousin Kate got for me, as well as Talk to Me by Stevie Nicks. And then following in the Fleetwood Mac vein, I have Santana's cover of Black Magic Woman, which is a Fleetwood Mac song that they just happened to cover. Thank you for coming on that journey with me. I'm sorry if it was long, but hopefully you enjoyed it and hopefully you connected to it in some way. And yeah, thank you for watching. Be sure to also check out my blog. I'm doing a blog post that will give more of a backstory about my adventure in collecting vinyl over the last 5 years or so. And I will also be talking a little bit more about some of the distinct important records in my collection that I wanted to tell longer stories about, but I didn't want this video to be an hour long. So if you will click the link in the description, you can find that. I am posting content on the blog as much as I can. I think I'm going to stick to Wednesday for uploading as of right now because that's when I started and I just like it and nothing else going on with Corona. So yeah, be sure to click the links in the description, check out my last video, check out my blog. I will have linked all of my social media as well as the Justice for Alissa stuff. If you don't know what that is, I have a video coming on it soon, but you can check it out and hopefully get involved. And yeah, thank you once again for watching and have a good day. Stay safe, be kind.